You are the owner of the most highlighted, the most viral video in the history of MMA, I think. That fucking
I appreciate
jump
that.
spinning back kick to the face.
Yeah. I think so, man. You know, it took a minute for me to actually like think that it is, you know what I mean? Because there's so many other like awesome knockouts out there. You know, like my man, you know, Dan Hendover, you know, Bisbee, you know, with the H-bomb. And then with my man Essen Barboza with the, you know, spinning heel kick on Terry Edom, you know. And like Francis Ngannou, you know what I'm saying? Like just so
There's
many like different heavy hitters out there with great KOs, you know. But once I really like sat back and looked at it, and it took some time to actually like take everything in, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty dope that I did.
Well, yours
that.
was crazy because he's holding one foot and you jump spinning back kick him in the face with the other foot.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just wild. I mean, have you ever done that in a fight before?
Nah, so that was my first time. So, you know, if you want to really hear it, man, it's a long story with it because nobody taught me that kick, you know. Like I never had an instructor.
Really?
No, not at all. You know, I was just fascinated with martial arts, you know, since I was a little kid, you know, and you know, once I got, you know, started with MMA and stuff like that, the gym where I came from, it could only teach so much. The instructors only knew so much, you know what I mean? It was just like a mom and pop, you know, gym type stuff where, you know, a lot of, you know, people would just get there to, you know, get into shape, you know?
Right.
But overall, though, when I used to go on YouTube, I used to watch a lot of different videos, you know, on how to, you know, not just train as a mixed martial artist, but just to learn like different moves and techniques from different disciplines, from not just Taekwondo, but, you know, Hapkido, you know, Kyokushin, Sanshao, you know, all these different disciplines that I used to take from. And then once I looked at the disciplines, I looked at who the best people in it, right? And then I looked at different people that's in those disciplines, whatever. And guess who I ran into when I got into Taekwondo? I seen one of your videos. No, for real. On you taught George St. Pierre like how to correctly throw the spinning back kick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you at first showed them how to throw the side kick. And I used to watch those videos, you know, over and over again, you know. And then it evolved when I seen Raymond Daniels perform the two-touch.
Oh, my God. Yeah, he did that two-touch. That's probably one of the biggest highlight reels in kickboxing history.
Big facts, right? You know, but I seen that. I was like, man, that's dope because it's a level up from what you showing, right?
Yeah.
So I used to perform that on the bag, on the heavy bag all the time. And people like, man, what are you doing? Like, whatever. But I used to generate so much power when I used to balance, you know, my right foot on the, because not my right, but my left foot, because I would come in like a roundhouse kick because I'm a southpaw. I would balance on the bag, and then I would propel myself off the bag, and I would spin. And we used to make this hard pop like a shotgun, right? And would bend the entire bag. So I'm like, bro, I feel like so powerful, like throwing this kick, you know what I mean? But regardless, though, just seeing these people like do this stuff and just learning from them and just imitating these moves, you know, years later, then I ended up performing that kick.